Hey everybody, it's Katie. Welcome to the Book Buddies, and today's video is going to be the Reader Problems book tag. I was tagged by Kayleen, and if you want to watch her video, just click on our name and it should be the one next to this one. I would think. So, pretty easy, no need to put it in the doobly-doo. But I will put the original down there. I don't know who did it, but Kayleen did, so I can just take it off of hers. It's pretty simple. Yep. Anyway, this tag might be a little boring because for me, I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. I forgot what I was going to say and now I'm just rambling, and we need to just start the tag. I'm really bad at introductions. Wow, this is pathetic. Anyway, question 1. You have 20,000 books on your TBR. How in the world do you decide what to read next? I'll stare at my bookcase and go watch TV. Yup. Just get on Netflix. No. Well, I would, but but if I had to pick a book, I would probably just pull one off and hope for the best, because there's nothing else I really could do about that. I wouldn't know what to read if it hit me on the face. 2. You're halfway through a book and you're just not loving it. Do you quit or are you committed? That depends on how far halfway am I into the book. If I'm like closer to the end halfway, I will try to finish it, but if I'm closer to the beginning halfway, I'll just stop, because if it's to the point that it's physically painful for me to read or something like that, I just won't read it. I just put it down. I like to try to finish them. I suggest trying to finish it, but if it's just horrendous, if you feel bad reading it, just stop. Kayleen, just stop. 3. Where is it? Ah, there it is. 3. The end of the year is coming and you're so close but so far away from your Goodreads challenge. How do you catch up? Or do you catch up, and how? Last year, me and Kayleen did a reading challenge type thing. It wasn't a Goodreads challenge, but it was a challenge for ourselves, and it was to read 35 books in a year, and we started in March, and we both got to it. We both read the 35 books and more, which was freaking awesome for both of us, and but I got really far behind because I was gone for about 2 months during the summer. So during that time I only read one book. So I got I think it was 5 to 6 books behind. So when I got home, I ended up reading 9 books, I think, at one point. I read a lot, just a lot, and listened to a lot of audiobooks. Listening to audiobooks is actually a lot faster than reading, and if you're not able to read it, if I'm at work, I can't read, so I go to YouTube and I listen to an audiobook while I'm out chopping corn. It's not even corn, it's sorghum, but anyway. Yeah, anyway. 4. The covers of your series, blah, blah, blah. 4. The covers of a series you love do not match. How do you cope? I just kind of forget that they don't match, and then realize that they don't match and cringe, and then forget that they don't match again. I've only had that happen to me once, and it was with my Hunger Games and Mockingjay books. Can't talk. Mockingjay was hardback and Hunger Games was paperback, and I just hated looking at it because it looked really bad. But they're doing that to me again with the Diviners series, so I'm gonna have to get over it. 5. Everyone and their mother loves a book you really don't like. Who do you bond with over shared feelings? I probably don't, because the books that I haven't liked, I like most every book that I read, but the books that I haven't liked, everybody has liked, except for, I think, one, which was okay, but I didn't really... Anyway, so I probably will just sit and sulk and get mad when people get mad at me for not liking it. 6. You're reading a book and you are about to start crying in public. How do you deal? See, this one I don't know how to answer, because 1, I've never cried in public that I know of, and 2, I have never cried while reading. So I really don't know what I would do. I'd probably be really, really confused if I started crying in public. I would just be really confused, I think. I don't know what I would do. I don't know. It's a weird question. 7. A sequel of a book you loved just came out, but you have forgotten a lot from the prior novel. Do you reread the book, skip the sequel, try to find a synopsis on Goodreads, cry in frustration? I don't do any of those. I just read the second book. Like, I will remember what happened in the previous book if I start reading the second one. I will probably not forget what happened in the previous books. I do that, because with these 4, okay, I haven't read this one yet, but I read this one 2 years ago. And I read these 2 years before I read this one. But I remember what happened in this one, and I remember what happened in these 2. So I will know what's going on during this one. So I don't need to do any of that. I just read the sequel. I've got boring answers. I'm sorry. 8. You do not want anyone borrowing your books. How do you politely tell people no when they ask? Well, I don't really have reader friends except for Kayleen. And I'm perfectly fine with her borrowing my books because she takes care of them. I think I've only got one other person that I let borrow my books besides her, and she takes care of them too. So I don't really have a problem with that. And all of my other friends don't read. So, and if somebody did want to borrow my book, I'd probably just say no. If I didn't want them to borrow it, and just say no. I'm not polite. I'm not polite at all. Anyway. 9. Reading ADD. You've picked up and put down 5 books in the last month. How do you get over your reading slump? I go and watch TV, honestly. I just do something else. I will listen to an audiobook, or I'll go and watch 3 seasons of One Piece, or that kind of thing, or 3 entire 12-episode TV shows. I do that. I'm like that. But, yeah, really just go do something else, because if you're going to force yourself to read, you're just not going to enjoy it. And it's just not, your reading slump is not going to go away. 10. There are so many new books coming out that you are dying to read. How many do you actually buy? That depends on when they're coming out. Because if they're coming out near my birthday, I will ask for all of them, basically, and my parents will probably buy me the most expensive of those, and then give me, gift cards. That's what they did last year. They gave me a gift card, I think for $50 for Barnes & Noble, and then Kayleen gave me a $25 gift card, which is awesome, and then I had a $20 or a 20% off coupon, which is awesome again, and then we're a member of Barnes & Noble, so we get 10% off anyway. It was awesome. But my parents got me the box set of The Song of Ice and Fire, because it was the most expensive of the books that I had asked for. So they just got me that so I wouldn't blow the other stuff on it. Anyway, after you've bought the new books you can't wait to get to, how long do they sit on your shelf before you get to them? That's a good question. I think I've at least started all of the books that I got for my birthday the last time. But it really depends on if I'm already reading something. If I'm already reading something, I will try to finish that book first and then go and read that one. Or if I'm not reading anything, I'll just pick one and start reading it. Yep. I think I've only got like 3 books that are on my bookshelf right now that I've had for years that I haven't read, and probably never will. But that's beside the point. Anyway, guys. Anyway, everyone. That was the tag. It's kind of boring. I'm sorry. I don't have the most interesting of answers to this tag, but it's okay, I guess. I hope you enjoyed anyway, and be on the lookout for another video coming from me this week. It is kind of different, and I'm kind of excited. I'm excited. I'm probably going to cut this out because I don't need it in here. Well, until next time I see you guys, I will read. Y'all read too. Have good lives. Be good people. All of that. Yes. Anyway. Goodbye. Oh, hey, I opened directly onto a song. Look at me. Yeah. Luthien Tanuviel. This is the problem with reading this book. Can't read half of it.